So today what I want to talk to you about is prosperity, and I want to increase prosperity in my own life, and we're going to use the law of attraction, affirmations, and we're going to do an EFT session to give it a real energy boost, release any resistance and give it a real energy boost, raise your vibrations. So excuse me if I'm looking over at the side just a little bit. I've got my affirmations written down here on, well, they're on the laptop. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Wendy Tomlinson. I am a certified law of attraction practitioner. I'm a positive mindset coach, and I've used the law of attraction to change my life completely from the way it was before I knew about it. And it was like putting in, like missing jigsaw puzzles into my life. So we're a good way down the line now. And I went from being someone who didn't like myself at all to really loving myself, and in general, really loving my life as well. However, I am now at a stage where I want to kind of fine tune things in my life. And one of the areas that I want to work on is building prosperity, building wealth, financial abundance, that kind of thing. So today I want to talk you through some of the things that I'm doing, because I definitely feel like I've had the doors closed. So let me just talk to you briefly about low vibrations, low energy, and high vibrations, high energy. That's kind of like the same thing. It's just different people talk about it in different ways. So you can use affirmations to build better beliefs. We can shift from one way of thinking to a better way of thinking that's going to support us. And it works with your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, okay? And it really, really helps. Any kind of self-talk will really help to change your life, to improve your life. And then we're going to combine it with EFT tapping. It's super simple energy technique if you haven't heard of it before. And we just tap on different meridian points. They're like little doorways to your energy body. And when we use EFT and affirmations together, we release any resistance and we raise our vibrations so that we're more of a match for the affirmation being true. Okay, so I'm going to read out the affirmations that I've chosen for myself. So if you want to, I've written a whole blog post that is sort of like also talking about building more prosperity into my life. And you can check that out, because there will be things in there that I'm not going to cover here today. So in this video, I really want to focus on combining EFT with the affirmations I've chosen. But let me read the affirmations out to you first. I welcome more and more prosperity and open the doors to let it flow in with ease. Because I feel like I've had the doors kind of closed. They're open a little bit. I've got wonderful prosperity in some areas of my life, but I'm lacking prosperity in particularly the financial side of my life. So that's kind of where I want to focus on. Doors wide open, let prosperity in. Just let go of anything that isn't serving me anymore, and let all the prosperity flow in. So I welcome more and more prosperity and open the doors to let it flow in with ease. I am the kind of person who receives prosperity with ease, because in the past I haven't always felt that. I haven't felt particularly prosperous, especially with financial prosperity. So it doesn't matter what's gone before. We can't change that. So now I am the kind of person who can be prosperous. I am the kind of person who receives prosperity of all kinds with ease. Okay, and the last one that I've chosen is every day, in every way, I become more and more prosperous. So I'm not expecting to go from where I am, and definitely not right down on the bottom of the feeling really negative about prosperity, but I'm also not flowing with prosperity. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle where I feel like I have a little bit of resistance. So it comes in certain areas, and it comes in dribs and drabs in certain areas, but it's not flowing. And that's where I want to get to. Okay, so let's do some EFT tapping to release resistance and to help us be a vibrational, energetic match for more prosperity. And we're just going to use the affirmations that I've just told you. Okay, so I'm tapping for more prosperity. I'm tapping to feel prosperous. You can talk along with me, but definitely tap with me and just listen if you want. It's up to you. So I welcome more and more prosperity and open the doors to let it flow with ease. I am the kind of person who receives prosperity with ease. Every day, in every way, I become more and more prosperous. Let's go back to the beginning. I welcome more and more prosperity and open the doors to let it flow with ease. I am the kind of person who receives prosperity with ease. Every day, in every way, I become more and more prosperous. I welcome more and more prosperity and open the doors to let it flow in with ease. I am the kind of person who receives prosperity with ease. Every day, in every way, I become more and more prosperous. Take a deep breath, smile. I welcome more and more prosperity and open the doors to let it flow with ease. I am the kind of person who receives prosperity with ease. Every day, in every way, I become more and more prosperous. Haven't quite got those affirmations till they stuck in my head yet. I've only literally come up with them so like just before doing this video. So what I will do is I will read those affirmations. I will say them out several times throughout the day. I might even just focus in on one of the affirmations at a time to get it really stuck in my head. And then probably once a day, just do some kind of affirmation, some kind of EFT session for prosperity. And that can be simple, even more simple than using the affirmations. We can just simply do tapping for more prosperity. I'm tapping to feel more prosperous, because when we feel something, we become more of a match for it. More prosperity, more prosperity, more prosperity. More and more prosperity. Feeling more and more prosperous. More prosperity. More and more prosperous. Feeling more and more prosperous. I welcome prosperity and let it flow with ease. So we can do all of these kinds of things. We can fill our mind with positive affirmations that really support us. And we can use EFT tapping to help to release resistance and help us to be a vibrational match for the things that we want. So in this case, prosperity. So I would love you to check out the video. If you haven't seen my video about where I talk about being a law of attraction practitioner, you know, I've got a qualification to say that I know about the law of attraction, but I definitely haven't manifested all the things that I want yet in my life. So I talk about that, and I don't want to be the kind of person who sits here and goes, hey, if you do this, then you will manifest all of the things that you want in life. because that really isn't how it works for most people. And I do speak from experience when I say this, because, you know, I've been in contact with so many people over the years, and most of us have blocks that stop us in certain areas. And so I have blocks in this particular area that I'm working on. If you've got blocks in any particular area, then give me a shout and let's see if we can work on these things together, because I don't have all the answers. I have not manifested every single thing that I want in life. I have definitely used the law of attraction to manifest a lot of things that I want. And I use positive thinking to create a positive mindset all of the time. I use EFT Tapping to help me to feel my best all of the time. And these things really, really work. So for me, I'm focusing in on things like prosperity, wealth, financial abundance, a lot in my own personal journey. But please, please, please reach out to me and let me know what you're working on, and I will certainly try and help you on your journey too. Thanks for watching. Bye.